My beloved child, have you ever felt the weight of your own weakness? The hesitation, the excuses, the comfort-seeking version of you that holds you back. That version of you is a parasite, a liar, a coward. And if you don't destroy him now, he will slowly kill you, robbing you of your strength, your pride, your purpose. The old self, ruled by fear, laziness, and self-pity, must die, not tomorrow, not someday, now, because strength isn't given, it's carved from struggle. Kill the weaker self, burn him to ashes. This is war, and today we take no prisoners. Let's go. Number 1, burn the crutches you lean on. Excuses are the gasoline fueling your downfall. I don't have time. I'm too tired. I'll start tomorrow. Every time you utter these words, you're feeding the weakest part of yourself, the part that thrives on hesitation, that clings to comfort like a drowning man clutching a rock. Every excuse is another link in the chain binding you to mediocrity. How many times have you justified staying in your comfort zone? You know exactly what I mean. That moment when you should be up grinding, but instead you're scrolling through an endless abyss of distractions. That morning when the alarm rings, and instead of rising like a warrior, you hit snooze and roll deeper into weakness. Every excuse you make is another brick in the wall, separating you from the man you were meant to be. You want to change? Then burn the crutches. Burn them all. Stop leaning on distractions. Stop making comfort your God. If you keep choosing the easy way, don't be surprised when life treats you like an afterthought. The simple rule is, do what is necessary, not what is easy. Discipline isn't about motivation. It's about setting a standard and following through, no matter how you feel. Whether the fire inside you is roaring or barely flickering, you show up. Whether you're tired, uninspired, or broken, you move forward. The man who only acts when he feels like it is no man at all. He's a slave to his emotions, a puppet pulled by the strings of impulse and laziness. You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength. In other words, stop waiting for life to change you, take control, cut out the dead weight, discard the excuses, and do what needs to be done, because a man without discipline is already lost. The ones who rise, who build legacies, are the ones who embrace the grind when no one is watching. They don't wait for the perfect moment, they create it. They don't negotiate with their excuses, they bury them. Every second wasted is a second stolen from the life you could have had. The clock is ticking. Either you take control or you stay stuck in the same cycle forever, wondering what could have been. Burn the crutches, set your standard, and step into the fire, because the only way out of weakness is through it. Number 2, starve weakness, feed discipline. Weakness is a shadow that clings to the soul, a silent enemy that thrives on our indulgences. It feeds on your time, your focus, your will. It convinces you that comfort is a virtue, that avoiding effort is justified. But comfort is a poison. And indulgence is a prison. To live in weakness is to live a life of self-imposed slavery. The wise don't wait for motivation because they understand that true strength doesn't rise from fleeting desires. Motivation is temporary. Discipline is everlasting. The disciplined man does not seek comfort, he seeks growth. He does not wait for the right moment, he makes it. He rises before the sun, not because he feels like it, but because he knows that in the silence of early morning, he can wrestle with the day before it even begins. When doubt comes knocking, the disciplined man does not listen. He doesn't succumb to the whispers that tell him to rest, to take a shortcut, to avoid discomfort. He faces it head on and keeps moving forward. And every step, every moment of resistance is the foundation of his strength. Remember this truth: you are not bound by your impulses. Your mind is your greatest ally or your greatest enemy. To starve weakness is to refuse to let your emotions dictate your actions. It is to take control of your thoughts, to lead them, not follow them. You must demand from yourself what you expect from the world. In every moment of hesitation, in every temptation to choose comfort, you must ask, what would a man of discipline do now? Cut away distractions. They are the chains that keep you from the life you could have. Distractions are the enemy of focus, the enemy of growth. Every moment you waste is a moment stolen from your potential. Every second you indulge in weakness, you deny yourself the power to shape your destiny. The disciplined man understands this. Only through hardship, through overcoming resistance, does he grow. He feeds the warrior inside by pushing through the struggle. He builds his strength by denying weakness its hold over him. So starve the weakness, feed the discipline. Every time you choose effort over comfort, you forge a stronger version of yourself. Every challenge is an opportunity to rise above, to become the man you're meant to be. The only true enemy you face is the one inside you, the one that wants to hold you back. And you have the power to silence that enemy by choosing discipline every time. Remember, what is in your control is the discipline you choose to build, the weaknesses you choose to starve. The rest, let it go. Number 3, control your mind, control your fate. Most people are prisoners, locked inside their own minds, held captive by the lies they tell themselves. The moment life turns up the heat, they start negotiating with themselves like weaklings pleading for mercy. Maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. Maybe I should just quit. Shut it down. The first sign of defeat is in the mind. Before your body ever waves the white flag, your mind surrenders. Weakness doesn't begin in your muscles or in your actions. It starts in the thoughts you entertain. The moment you let doubt settle in, you're already halfway defeated. If your mind is soft, the rest of you will be too. But if your mind is forged in iron, if your will is unshakable, then nothing can break you. The greatest warriors never surrender to their thoughts. They don't let the mind trick them into quitting. They train their minds, sharpen them like a blade. They know the truth. Strength is not born in comfort. It's forged in the fire of struggle. Every battle you face, every ounce of pain you endure is only sharpening your edge, preparing you for what lies ahead. Struggle isn't your enemy, it's your ally. Pain isn't your enemy, it's your teacher. The mind that is trained to see struggle as an opportunity, to welcome pain as a sign of growth, is unstoppable. Every time you face hardship, every time you fight through the voice telling you to quit, you're building a version of yourself that cannot be defeated. The mind that is unshaken will make the body follow. Your mind must be the master of the body. You suffer more often in imagination than in reality. Most of the pain you feel, most of the struggle you face is self-inflicted through fear, doubt, and a weak mind. You are not your thoughts, you control them. And when you control your mind, you control your fate. Every battle is won in the mind first. If you can conquer your thoughts, you've already won half the war. The external world will challenge you, break you down, try to knock you off course. But if you own your mind, nothing can stop you, not the weight of the world, not the endless obstacles, not the doubts that come flooding in. So when the pain comes, welcome it, laugh at it. When the struggle hits, smile at it. Don't see it as an obstacle, but as the forge where your true strength is molded. Life isn't about avoiding difficulty, it's about mastering your mind in the midst of it. Think of the strongest men in history. They didn't avoid hardship, they thrived in it. They didn't wait for life to be easy. They turned every challenge into a chance to grow stronger. They made their minds their fortress. When the storm hit, they didn't cower. They stood tall, unbent, ready to face it head on. Remember this, you are the master of your mind. You are the master of your fate. When you control your thoughts, you control your actions. And when you control your actions, nothing can defeat you. Number 4, embrace the pain that others run from. Comfort isn't just a luxury, it's a silent killer. It slithers into your life, quiet and unassuming, wrapping its arms around you with promises of ease, peace, and indulgence. It whispers in your ear, rest, you've earned it. You deserve this, and you fall for it. You lie down, you take the bait. But as you sink deeper into that soft comfort, you begin to wither. You rot in your own complacency like a flower that's never allowed to reach the sun. And when you wake up, you realize you've become a shadow of who you could have been, a pale imitation of greatness. Now look at the giants in history, the men who etched their names into eternity. They didn't climb to greatness by avoiding pain. Hell, they didn't even blink when it came barreling toward them. They ran straight into it with fire in their veins and steel in their hearts. They understood the cold, hard truth that most men refuse to accept. The path to greatness is paved with blood, sweat, and endless struggle. Every step they took, every bruise, every scar was not a sign of weakness. It was proof of their resilience. It was a battle won, a victory snatched from the jaws of comfort. They didn't shy away from the grind. They didn't retreat when the storm hit. No, they danced in the rain. They embraced the pain because they knew every moment of suffering was carving out the unstoppable force they would become. They didn't look for shortcuts. They didn't look for the easy way. They found their strength in the struggle, in the sweat, in the exhaustion that leaves you gasping for breath. So what about you? Are you going to keep hiding from discomfort, running away from every challenge that dares to knock on your door? Or are you going to chase it down like the beast it is? Pain is not the enemy, it's your ally. It's the hammer that shapes you into the man you were meant to be. Every drop of sweat is a drop of future power. Every ounce of pain is a slice of unbreakable strength. Every moment you fight through the struggle is a battle won. My beloved, it's not what happens to you, but how you react to it that matters. You can't control the pain, but you can control how you face it. You can either cower or you can stand tall, chin raised, eyes blazing, and face the storm like a man who knows it cannot defeat him. Pain isn't your executioner. It's the forge where your spirit is made. When others are running, you run toward it. When they shrink from the fight, you charge at it like a lion hunting its prey. Every time you push through, every time you refuse to bow to the weight of the world, you build yourself into someone who cannot be crushed. Stop running from the discomfort. Hunt it down. Chase it in everything you do. Wake up before the world even knows you're awake. Push your body until it screams for mercy. Step into every challenge with the fury of a warrior who has nothing to lose. Because that discomfort, that's the gateway to your power. That's the portal that will transform you into a version of yourself that no one can break. When the world tells you to rest, get up. When your body tells you to quit, push harder. When your mind says you can't, scream back, I will! Because you know something that most people never will. The man who embraces the pain is the man who builds himself from the inside out. The greatest victories are not won in comfort. They are won on the battlefields of sweat, blood, and struggle, so step into the fire. Be the fire. Let it burn you, let it forge you, let it create a warrior who rises from the ashes, unbreakable, unstoppable. Rise through the pain. The world will try to break you, but you are the one who will rise above it all. No one can touch you when you embrace the pain that others run from. You will be forged in the fire. You will emerge unstoppable, and nothing will stand in your way. Number 5, kill the old you before he kills you. This is the final unbreakable truth, the one most refused to face. The weak version of yourself is not just a shadow you can ignore. He's not a little flaw you can hide behind. No, he's a parasite, a force that's slowly and silently eating you alive. Every time you give in to comfort, every time you surrender to laziness, every time you allow fear to make your decisions for you, he gets stronger, and you get weaker. You are digging your own grave, one small concession at a time. Every time you make an excuse, every time you feel like taking a break, you're sinking deeper into the pit of mediocrity. The longer you let that old version of yourself live, the more he destroys you. He destroys your confidence. He destroys your dreams. He destroys every ounce of your future, like a cancer eating away at your potential. Every time you let him breathe, you let him drag you further into the abyss. Please subscribe to receive more of my truth and turn on notifications so you never miss what I have to say to you.